Currently, the world is paying close attention to the martial law and impeachment issues unfolding in South Korea. However, upon closer examination, these issues reveal something far deeper. South Korea is engaged in an intense battle against global communism. So today, on FT NER, we want to explore the war against communism unfolding in South Korea. Crossroads News reported on this situation, highlighting its significance.
Martial law was declared and then very quickly lifted in South Korea. Now, this was allegedly being done to clear the way to root out North Korean subversion throughout the country. The allegation was there are politicians in the country who have been subverted by North Korea. The problem of Chinese Communist Party and North Korean subversion in South Korea is massive. It is a massive, serious issue. I've reported before that CCP subversion in particular, the CCP has subverted South Korea to such an extent that the country risks losing its sovereignty if nothing is done to change it. I would actually say the majority of the country currently is controlled by the Chinese Communist Party.
Additionally, Dr. Gordon Chang stated that if South Korea's President Yoon falls, the country risks being overtaken by China and North Korea. This is not merely a domestic political issue, it is a war against communism. Against this backdrop, President Yoon's decision to declare martial law and send military forces to the National Election Commission within just 2 minutes carries profound implications. Why did President Yoon deploy troops to the NEC immediately after declaring martial law? For years, the Chinese Communist Party and Russia have been accused of interfering in elections in key countries to aid communist-aligned factions. Recently, in Romania, a country of strategic importance to Russia, evidence of Russian interference in election fraud was exposed, resulting in the annulment of the election results. Romania is not an isolated case. Since 2018, election fraud has been uncovered in Iraq, DR Congo, and Kyrgyzstan, all countries that use South Korean-made vote counting machines. The timing of 2018 is particularly noteworthy. Just before this period, South Korea's staunchly anti-communist President Park was impeached, paving the way for pro-China, pro-Russia President Moon to take office. It appears highly likely that after their revolution succeeded in South Korea, the CCP and Russia began exporting the same strategy to support communist factions in other critical nations, starting in 2018. This same strategy was uncovered in Kyrgyzstan, where fraudulent elections were nullified. Coincidentally, on the very day President Yoon declared martial law, he also met with Kyrgyzstan's president. That same day, he sent troops to the NEC. Is this all just coincidence? The US had already begun investigating South Korea's election fraud issues in July. After Trump's victory in the presidential election, reports of election fraud began emerging simultaneously across multiple countries, including South Korea, even before his inauguration. This suggests a global conflict against forces seeking to dominate the world through election fraud. If these efforts to expose fraud fail, many nations may fall into the hands of the CCP, Russia, and their backers before Trump's inauguration. Nations that succumb to the CCP and Russia will lose their freedom entirely, and their churches will be shut down. To those who love freedom and cherish the church worldwide, this is not merely South Korea's issue. It is the labor pains of a new global order. If we lose this war, the world will become communist. South Korea is fighting fiercely right now. You too must fight and pray earnestly to ensure that your own country is not taken over by communism and the forces behind it.